Welcome to the channel, Annie here. Today we're going to create this Father's Day card. Segura Crafts Father's Love Stamp. This stamp has some great sentiments, 4 images of dad with their children, and a bold Happy Father's Day. It has like, Dad, in your arms, I've always felt safe and loved and at home. So it has just great sentiments like that. And you've taught me to grow with love, kindness, and strength. Is one I'll be using in a different card. And I'm going to use that little guy there, the dad swinging the little kid by the arms. All right, for our image, I'm going to use some Enamel cardstock. It's ultra smooth and white with Memento ink. And then let me grab this back here real quick. I have some pale blue cardstock here, and this is layering cardstock. And I'm going to stamp our sentiment here, the Happy Father's Day, with VersaFine Onyx black ink. And I'm also going to die cut this little oval rectangle to layer our little image on. I have my card base here. It's a 80-pound, no, it's 110 pound, sorry. It's a 110 pound card base. And then I have some cardstock here. Its pattern is a tone-on-tone blue for our background. I'm going to use my Orlo markers today to color our image. They are the ORs, a couple Ys, G, a B, and BG. I'll have them all listed for you below. So let's jump into it. First, we're going to stamp our image and our sentiment. So I'm getting out my Misty, placing my sentiment on top. Don't forget, we'll be die cutting from the other part of that blue cardstock. And I have my image down here on the ultra smooth cardstock. I will have everything listed below, so if I said anything too quickly, you'll catch it there. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my image using some Memento ink, because like I said, I'll be using the Olos, which are alcohol markers. So I'm going to stamp this twice so I have a nice crisp image, flipping my Misty around, and I'm going to use now the VersaFine Onyx black ink for our sentiment. This is not an alcohol friendly ink, that's why we have 2 different ones. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this again because this is a bold sentiment and it really needs to be filled in. And so I'm using a dry erase board, the eraser, to create pressure, even pressure across that sentiment. I'm going to set this aside to dry, and then I'll die cut that piece once that's dry. Now here's our image. I'm going to go grab my markers and I usually have a clipboard. This is what I color on, a clipboard with a stack of copy paper to help absorb anything. Also because then I can take it with me if I need to move from room to room. So I'm going to go ahead and color our little guy first. I'm going to start with the little, he has like a little rocket ship on his shirt and a little it's a globe. It's the earth as well. So I'm going to color that first with red markers, and I used the R 0.4. For the little earth, I'm going to use B 4.7. And then his shirt is Y 1.1. I put the caps there, but I'm not sure if you can see them that well, so I'll read them for you. For his little pants, it's going to be BG 04. And for his little shoes, it's C-G5, or cool gray 5. All right. For his hair, I am using the OR markers here. So can't remember which one I did for the hair exactly. So I'm going to say all the ORs that I used. I used OR 3.4, OR 3.7, OR 4.2, and OR 4.4, OR 4.7. I used those for the hair and the skin for both of the father and the child. I should have made notes. These are the skin tones. These are the hair tones. But next time I'll do better. For the dad shirt, I'm using G 0.4 And for his pants, I'm using B4.7, the same I used for the little globe in the little boy's shirt. So we're almost done here. We just need to finish the dad's skin and his hair. This is, I think, when I realized, oh no, I'm doing hair here. I didn't grab my cool gray marker right away, so then I have to pull it out. My markers are just off to the side in a marker tower. Alright, so I'm finishing up there. I'm putting in my darker color underneath the hair and so forth. And now I'm going to start blending his skin out. These images are so cute on this stamp set. You have a dad holding a little girl's hand. This one here, the dad holding the kid's arm, like swinging him. I know we've all done that with our kids, if you have children. Then you have a dad holding a baby. He's kind of just snuggling him, comforting him. And then you have another tall dad, again, holding an infant. So you have holding toddlers and infants, so you have a good variety, and hair types as well, so you can modify. You have 4 bigger sentiments, and then you have that big bold Happy Father's Day. So it's a great stamp set altogether. So we're almost done. We're just gonna have the lighter tone, the undertone for our hair. We're gonna put the little darker tones here, and I just do little circles and C's to create curly hair. Did the same thing for the child's hair as well. There we go, just finishing it all up, and then we can start building our card. So I'm going to fussy cut this off screen, because to fussy cut I have to bring it pretty close to my face. I don't see very well otherwise, and then all you'd see is the back of my head or nothing on screen. So I will fussy cut this. We'll be back with everything fussy cut and our pieces all cut out. All right, so here's the other piece of the blue, and here are our sentiment fussy cut with some foam adhesive on the back. Here are our images with fussy cut with some foam adhesive on the back of that. We're going to use some Burley Art liquid glue to adhere our cardstock panel to our card front, right there onto our card base. Again, this is a tone-on-tone blue, darker blue or medium blue with a light blue dot. That's why I picked that blue paper, pattern paper. It does 2 things. It anchors our image, it gives us a focal point, and it coordinates. So I'm going to nestle that rectangle just between the T and the D here. So I based my sentiment down first, and then I'm going to nestle this. Normally I put the whatever first, the image, the focal image first, and then I put my sentiment, but this time I really wanted to make sure I nestled it between those letters. Then I put my image down, and now I'm bringing in some glitter enamel dots in a navy blue. I think it went best, it coordinates the best with this card. I'm going to create a little triangle around our focal image and our sentiment, and our card is done. If you're not into like enamel dots, you don't have to put them. Again, this stamp set is called Father's Love. It's from Segura Crafts. I'll have everything linked for you in the description box below. Here's another look at our card, and I would like to thank you for being here, and I hope you found some inspiration.